Welcome to your next math lesson. Today we're talking about volume and capacity, but instead of the customary units of measure, we're in the metric, which is what most of the rest of the world uses. And if you notice, we've got two, and they're pretty simple, multiplying and dividing by 1,000 because there are 1,000 milliliters and 1 liter. If you remember from our lesson on length for metric system, you might remember milli as the prefix for millimeters, and the prefix milli refers to 1,000. That means that there's always 1,000. So the name here really means 1,000 liters, or when we're talking about millimeters, it's 1,000 meters. And this is basically, it's 1,000th, I should say, instead of 1,000. Sorry, my dishwasher's still grabby at me. That's why it's beeping in the background if you can hear it. But all right, let's get going here. Let's do one from large to small and then small to large. So let's talk about this first one. We have 43 liters is equivalent to, oh, I have these backwards. Sorry. Computer is lagging over here. Okay, when we're going from liters to milliliters, it says that we need to multiply by 1,000. Now, if I wanted to do the actual math, and I will show you the actual math just to verify your answer, but when we're multiplying and dividing by units of 10, 10, 100, 1,000, we know that we can move our decimal point. So in the number 43, it's a whole number. Dottie. In a whole number, we know our decimal point is always after the ones place. Sorry, she must be really itchy. Quit it. We are going to move our decimal point 3 places so it becomes larger. Now, if I want to make my number bigger, I'm going to go this direction, because to make it smaller would go that direction. So let's move it 1, 2, 3 places because we're multiplying by 1,000. 1, 2, and 3. Make our new decimal point here. And remember, whenever we need to add digits to hold our place value, we use a digit that means nothing, just like in all the rest of our math. So that would be a 0 in each of these places that we just added. Apparently my dogs want to move a lot in this video. That was Yeti on his bed. Okay, we added 3 zeros. So 43 times 1,000 would be 43,000 when we're following the pattern of multiplying by digits of 10, or units of 10, I should say. But I will do the math just so that if you are feeling more comfortable with doing all of the work of the math, that you can see. So we are going to multiply 43 times 1,000. Let's put our larger number up top. It'd be pretty simple with all these zeros and the 1. Okay, let's do the 3 across. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. And 3 times 1 is 3. We're going to go to the tens place, so we need to put a digit that means nothing to hold our place value for a 0. Now let's multiply straight across. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. And 4 times 1 is 3. Okay, let's go ahead and add these up. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 3 plus 0 is 3, and 4. So you can see we got the same answer, that 43 liters is the same as 43,000 milliliters. You can do it either way to solve, or you could do it one way and check it the second way of moving our decimal point. Just remember that if we're going bigger, we're going to move our decimal point to the right. If we're going smaller by dividing, we move our decimal point to the left. So we just went from a large unit of measure to a small. Let's go from small to large, and we will try number, let's do this big guy, 15,500 milliliters. And we're jumping up to liters, which says that we need to divide by 1,000. Okay, so if we're following, whoa, my mouse is freaking out. There we go. If we're going to divide by units, or divide by 1,000, we are going to move our decimal point 1, 2, 3 places, and we're going smaller, so we want to go this direction. So if we have 1, 5, 5, 0, 0, and we are dividing and going that direction, we know we need to move our decimal point 3 places. Let's figure out where our decimal point is to start. In a whole number, my decimal point is always after the ones place, all the way over here. Now let's move it 3 places smaller. 1, 2, 3 puts my new decimal point right here. So my answer would be 15.500. But if I am a mathematician, I want to be in simplest form and efficient. And those extra zeros are just hanging out here meaning nothing. So let's write our answer in simplest form over here. 15 and 5/10, or 15.5 liters. If you notice, the metric system continues to be way easier than our customary in terms of math. So that is the lesson I have for you today on metric capacity. I think we have a couple more lessons, and I'm not sure what tomorrow's is off the top of my head, but I will see you for the next lesson. Have a wonderful day.